Before this video even gets started, telling you to show the subscribe button some love, show the like button some affection, hit share and share some love, and post your lovely comments. Now check out the video. What's up, YouTube? Alright, so today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the 5 easy steps to getting a fitness sponsorship. And as y'all know, if you've been following me on YouTube or on Instagram, recently I got sponsored by 5% Nutrition. So now I actually feel qualified to break down these steps to y'all, because y'all know I don't like talking about stuff that I haven't actually put into action myself, whether it's with nutrition, workouts, or whatever. So now I'm going to talk about it. So like I said, 5 easy steps. And once these steps are accomplished, then it seems to come pretty easy, but it's just about accomplishing these steps, and I'm going to break them down for y'all. So step number 1. The first step is pretty obvious. Have a nice body. Now when I say this, I don't expect everybody, and I know everybody that's sponsored isn't cut up like Cali Muscle when as big as him, or look like the cover of Muscle and Fitness magazine. Sponsors don't expect that for all of their sponsors. But you got to think, as a fitness company, why would you want to sponsor somebody who looks like they possibly don't even work out, which is going to make it seem like they're sponsoring people that don't even know anything about fitness, and they have a fitness company and brand. So how's that going to help them push their company ahead? So that's the first step. That's pretty simple. Not much to say about that besides just have a nice body, be in shape, know what you're doing. Now, step number 2. Step number 2 is you have to build a following. Now, the reason this is important for sponsorship is fitness companies, they want somebody that has a good following on Instagram, on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, whatever the case. But they want you to build your following, because you got to think about it. If they sponsor you and you only have 500 followers on Instagram, what's the point of sponsoring you? They want to sponsor people with about 10,000 followers on Instagram, because in their head, alright, if we sponsor him, give him our clothing and supplements and all of that, every time he posts a picture, that's 10,000 more people that might see our product that isn't following us or hasn't heard of our product before. So that's the importance of creating a following. So that's a big step. When I got sponsored, that was one of the main requirements that they looked at first. I mean, besides they look at your page and make sure you look decent, like I said in step 1, but that's the main requirement, is having a good amount, thousands and thousands of Instagram followers and things like that. So now we're going to get into step number 3. Have a personality. Now when I say have a personality, they want to know that they're sponsoring somebody who isn't going to, if you go to their booth at a fitness expo and represent them, you're not going to be in the corner just fiddling your thumbs. They want somebody who's going to say, hey, how y'all doing? And shake people's hand and take pictures with them, and they want people to be able to relate to them. So you got to have some kind of personality, and a good way to show that is like what I'm doing right now, YouTube videos, because just from pictures on Instagram, that's not really showing your personality. I mean, if you do little short 15-second videos talking to your followers and things like that, or Vine, that works really good. But they want you to show that you have a personality, because that helps represent their brand and makes them look better if they're sponsoring people who actually are willing to go out and talk to the fans and introduce them to that company. So that's step number 3. Alright, now step number 4 is, win competitions. Now, I wasn't going to put this as a step, but instead of 3 steps, I decided to stretch it to 5. And the reason I decided to put this in here is that it does help if you're looking for a sponsorship, if you win competitions. Now, first I'm going to say, it is not important as the other factors I've already stated, step 1 through 3. Step 4, win competitions, whether it's bodybuilding, physique, strength competitions, whatever it is, that does help your resume when they're looking for sponsorship. But if you only, like I said, only have 500 followers, for you to get sponsored by a company, then you would have to have won some top competitions. Otherwise, they're still focusing on your followers because that's more important to them right now. It may sound dumb, but it really does seem to be true. All the top people on YouTube actually have stated this previously, and that's some of the things that I've learned. I've never competed in bodybuilding in any strength competition or anything, and I got sponsored, so I'm telling you what I know for a fact works. So you don't have to compete, but if you do win any kind of competition, that definitely does bring your level up for them and make you look better and add to your resume. Now, the 5th and final step is, step number 5, is reach out to the sponsors. Now, the problem with people is, this goes along with step number 4 in competing too. You think that sponsors are just going to come to you and come to you. That's not how it works. Sponsors, they have their business, they're set up, they got their sponsored athletes already. So of course, yeah, they're always looking for that next new guy, but it's not that important to them to reach out to random people on Instagram or through email or through your YouTube content and just reach out to you and ask, hey, you want to get sponsored? No, you have to go to them, go to their website, find out what their contact email is for possible partnership and sponsorship. Write them a brief description of your bio, tell them why you think you should be sponsored, tell them what your achievements are if you've won any competitions, let them know your Instagram, your YouTube channel, and your following, and how many views you have on YouTube. Let them know all that. Reach out to them. They're not going to come to you. It's very rare. Now, that's why this goes along with step 4, is because step 4, winning competitions, there's so many bodybuilders who have won so many competitions, whether it's strength competitions or bodybuilding physique competitions, and they're not sponsored. They're doing all this, traveling, doing all these competitions, and spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get into these competitions and for their prep and all of that, and they're not even getting sponsored because they think that just because they're doing these competitions and there's possible sponsors at these competitions, that sponsors are just going to come to them. No, you still have to reach out. They like it if you reach out to them. Tell them why you like their company and why you feel like you should represent their company. So that's the 5 steps. I can't think of much more that I can break down to you, but understand that I'm just telling you the facts, telling you how I did it. Now, it may take some time, like I said, to build your following on Instagram. Do what you have to do. Like I always say, do what you got to do. If you need to reach out to 100 people a day on YouTube, on Instagram, or even more, and spend hours a day just reaching out, trying to get them to embrace what you're doing, and that's what you have to do. That's what I did, and that's how you're going to get your following on these social sites. Like I said, show your personality. People like that, they can relate to it, and that's all there is to it, really. And of course, like I said, have a nice body, have some muscles. And that's all for today's video. Hopefully this can help you out. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe. As always, do what you gotta do. Whether you're trying to get big, trying to lean out, trying to get your abs right, get some bigger legs, do what you gotta do. Subscribe.